In our acronym list, we continue on to images. Write descriptive and meaningful alt text or alternate text. Alt text is a textual description of an image. It's brief and should be at max about a sentence long. When writing alt text, you can imagine calling your friend on the phone and describing the physical parts of the image and letting your friend know why they're important. Now, imagine this image of Elvis Presley on a Canvas page. It's just this image. Write in alt text for this image. What would your alt text for this image be? Can the alt text be Elvis Presley? Maybe the king on stage? How about Elvis playing a guitar with his back towards the audience? These are all acceptable alt text because we have no context. We're describing what we see. Now, how would the alt text change if you were teaching a fashion history course? It would be different, yes? Let's think about the intention of our images. Why are we using them? How does it relate to the content? Remember, you are the author. Help your students understand the significance of your images and how they tie to your content. What if this image was more complex? For complex images that have processes, or if we need to go more into detail, we need to approach creating alt text in 2 steps. Step 1, I've included the alt text that is a short description of what I see in the image. The alt text is Elvis Presley performing on stage in a leather outfit. Step 2, on the Canvas page, I had an existing paragraph that describes why this picture is important, and also provides a physical description of the essential parts of the image in bold. Now, the bold is just for your reference. And it reads, a custom all-black genuine leather zip-up jumpsuit with pockets. Let's revisit how screen readers interpret information, specifically for images. Here's a picture of my dog, Lassie. Remember that screen readers will first interpret the type of object aloud and then the content. The screen reader would interpret aloud image of, then read your alt text. Let's do an alt text pop quiz. The alt text is image of border collie dog. How does the screen reader interpret this picture? A, image of border collie dog, or B, image of border collie dog. How does the screen reader interpret this picture? If you answered B, image of border collie dog, you are correct and award yourself 5 points. As you can tell by answer B, we can streamline information efficiently for our students. This means when writing your alt text, you do not need to write image of or picture of. However, if you're teaching an art or photography class and the medium is important, such as oil painting of Mona Lisa, then feel free to add that description. Now we're back in Canvas. On my front page, I have 3 different scenarios for you. The first, what if we have an image that is totally decorative, it's just there to be pretty? Second, what if we have an image that we want all students to access because it actually adds to the experience or the content of the course? And then finally, how do we approach texts that are images? Let's begin with my profile picture. So I've added this profile picture because it's a very stressful time. I want students to get to know me a little bit and humanize the course a little bit more. So I just added that profile picture. To create that alt text, first I'm going to select the image so that it is highlighted blue. In the Rich Content Editor, I'm going to select Embed Image. Embed Image, and an Insert Edit Image dialog box will open. Under Attributes, look at alt text. So everything that is in this alt text box will be read by the screen reader. And unfortunately, Canvas pulls, for existing images that is, Canvas pulls the image title. So whatever that image title is, that is your alt text just to begin with. Now, do students need to know .jpeg or .png? Do students need to know the file extension format? Yes or no? Maybe. So it depends. If you are teaching a photography class and it's really important that the students know this is a .jpeg file because we're comparing .jpegs and .pngs for resolution, then yes, we would add the file format extension .png or .jpeg. However, most of the time, students don't need to know that information, so we can delete that. So let's write our alt text because I want all of our students to access this. So the alt text I'm going to use is Liesel wearing a cowboy hat because I want my students to know I like wearing cowboy hats and I'm quirky like that. So I'm going to select update. Next, how do we define an image in Canvas as decorative? Select that image. In the Rich Content Editor, again, select Embed Image, and under Attributes, you will see this section called Decorative Image. Go ahead and check that box. That indicates that the image is for decorative purposes only and should not be read by screen readers. I am going to select Update, and when I do that, the screen reader is going to skip this decorative image as if it doesn't even exist. Now, how do I approach images that have text? Again, we're going to highlight that image. In the Rich Content Editor, select Embed Image, and you'll notice that the alt text has my name in quotation marks. So anytime you have text, go ahead and in quotation marks, write out that content that is on that text, just to let our students know this is an image of text and this is what the text is on that image. Select Update. If you have a lot of content in images, a lot of text on images, I highly recommend, according to WCAG standards, try pulling that information and placing it on a Canvas page. So if you have a lot of text on an image, for example, on an infographic, I would highly recommend that you pull that content into a Canvas page so that students can navigate the information very easily. So when students use a screen reader and read the alt text, there's not a lot of navigation options. So I do have additional information in the public course design accessibility criteria. So if you select modules and scroll down to images, I show an example. How can you create an accessible version of this infographic in a Canvas page? Again, that's on the images page in the public course design accessibility criteria course.